Good morning, my front wheel skids. And Milton, this video is for you, bruv. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, ole ole. You know me. Nice one, Milton. I heard that all the way from fucking here, bruv. Come on, lad. Dom, how we doing? Yes, you know what I'm saying. Milt, am I happy with the Thomas Frank appointment? I wasn't until I watched the podcast yesterday. Totally changed my vision of Thomas Frank. I'll be honest with you. I was taking the piss the other day in a comment and saying that he's a mediocre manager just because everyone, you know, me, Greek tragedy, I just take the piss. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it now. I'm not happy with the way Ange was treated. Besides the point, put a full stop underneath that. We'll move on because we can't do nothing about that now. We didn't have a dicky, you know what I mean? I've seen so many people slag off the fan base online, and that was the reason for having this fucking channel, because we are the fan base. I'm the viewer, just like you are, and a supporter, just like you are. So we move on. We'd always support Spurs, whatever manager, whatever player. I'm quite happy that Thomas Frank's come in. Signings, I want 6 minimum. I don't think we're going to get 6 minimum. I think we're going to get, if we do get 6, we're going to send 2 out on loan again. I'm hoping that now my minimum has changed to 4. But with Champions League football, I really want 6 signings for the team so we can rotate properly. 7 maximum. Yeah, I'm quite happy with Thomas Franks. I watched that podcast he's got where he was, it's about a 55-minute podcast. What Thomas Franks was on, I know he was talking, and yeah, I quite like the fella. I don't particularly like Brentford, even though I've been to Brentford quite a few times when I was a kid to watch football, because sometimes if you couldn't get down the fucking White Hart Lane, because me and my mates, right, one was West Ham, one was Arsenal. I ain't going Arsenal ever. One was Man United. So if we all couldn't agree on what team to go and see, we was either going to, we either went to Millwall or Brentford, just as a neutral team, just to go and see a game of football. And Brentford was always the cheapest, to be honest with you, with the nicest fans. Millwall weren't too bad either, you know. Millwall was good. Yeah, I'm totally excited about Thomas Frank now that he's in. I do query the European side of it. How far we're going to get in the Champions League, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll just be off the chart, and because it's his first time in there, no one will know about him that much, and he does change up from game to game. Maybe that plays on our side, especially with the squad we've got. We've got some great players that, if you've watched the internationals over the last couple of days, our players have been absolutely spectacular. Tottenham players in the international team has been totally spectacular. We're selling Biz. Now, I think if Thomas Frank comes, he might want to keep Biz. You know what I mean? I'd keep him if Thomas Frank's coming, to be honest with you. I think he fits in nice to what Thomas Frank's doing. So I think we might have to rethink what players we want to loan out this season. That's about it, Milton. As a fan, I hated it when Ange left. I was thinking with my heart and my head, because I thought, give him another fucking, at least give him 10, 15 games. But then again, he's gone now. It wasn't respectful the way they done it, but he got a good payoff. I'm pleased that he got a good payoff. I will follow Ange and keep an eye on what he's doing in other clubs. Just for the simple point of he's become a cult cult hero down at White Hart Lane, isn't he? And for the first time, this international break thing that we've got with all the teams playing, I've been following where our players have been and watching the games. And yeah, that's the first time in ages that I've done that. I ain't done that in ages. So thank you, Pastor Cogburn, for that. You give me an enthusiasm for football. But Thomas Franks, I think he's good. I think if you had to rate him out of 20 as a Premiership manager, he'd be in the high teens, wouldn't he? You know, he'd be fucking 16, 17. So yeah, I'm fucking happy. Are you happy, Milton? Are you happy, bro? Australian perspective is a bit different because I have noticed I got slaughtered the other day by some Aussie geezer, calling me gutless Pom and fucking Pom and everything else. And I thought to myself, oh mate, he must be an Ange man. You know what I mean? Obviously he's not watched my videos. I've been Ange in, Ange out all season. And the season before that. I was a bit sceptical when he first come to the club, to be honest with you, Milton. I ain't gonna lie to you, bruv. I was a bit sceptical coming from Celtic to Tottenham. I thought to myself, oh, for fuck's sake. But no need to worry. We got a fucking Europa Cup, bruv. Yeah, boy. First time in 17 years, so I didn't have to worry, really, did I? Have a good day. God bless Milton. Thank you for that lovely question. Give me something to talk about rather than talk about the perils of fucking YouTube and the horribleness of YouTube and the underhandedness of a lot of the other channel creators and everything else. So thank you, Milton. It'd be nice if some of my subscribers were like Milton and asked me questions, and I could do content. Then you might see a bit more of Johnny. Anyway, I've been doing TikTok, Milton, only because a lot of people said to me, go over TikTok. Milton, they're an half a nice crowd over TikTok, bruv. You got me and Lou. I'm going to try and get Lou over at TikTok as well. So we're going to go and buy our Lamborghinis and become fucking internet millionaires, you know what I mean? We'll have gold chains, we'll have fucking big fucking spliffs, fucking sitting in our Mercedes, just driving about Europe, fucking, only joking. Anyway, God bless. Take care. Unconditional love to everyone. And remember, it's Mental Health Month, June. It's not a fad with me. I got mental health. I got bipolar type fucking too. And, oh, Jesus Christ, mate. They turned it into a fad when I done it last time. A certain content creator who wasn't even from Spurs turned it into a fad. And they started manipulating people. So I stopped doing my mental health streams. I might take them back up now they've gone, to be honest with you. Now they've been found out. So God bless. Take care. Love yous all. You know me. And love everybody as you would love your family. And treat people like you want to be treated. Life gets better that way.